Music all the way.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Youthline Live. I'm gonna be your host today. My name is Vic. This is Maria, and we got two guests in the studio, Pat and Pete.
Pat and Pete.
Back, feel me? We're back, y'all.
Yes, we're back.
Today we are not talking about the hyphy movement. We are talking about the iPod movement.
But you could get hyphy with the iPod though.
So maybe
If you choose to.
Yeah.
they parallel each other somehow, some way. So yeah, with all that said, we got a couple videos. I don't know if we're gonna get to play the. Are we gonna get to play the videos?
Can we play the videos?
All right, so we have some videos. Okay, so the iPod thing. I mean, this whole iPod thing is I've kind of just stayed away from it. I don't know why. I always kind of wanted an iPod, I guess, but you know they're pretty expensive.
Pretty pricey. Yeah.
Pretty expensive. Oh, one question that I have is like, as far as like mobile audio, like why is it that people choose iPods over everything else?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Cause they got the Rio, they got like the little ones.
The Zen.
Like, they're even smaller than the iPod. They're even smaller than the Nano ones. And it's like,
I think it's just the advertising, really. The posters look good and everything.
you know, George Bush has an iPod.
Does he really?
George Bush.
Yeah, I saw a video of him with his iPod, and it was pretty funny.
I'd like to know what's on his iPod.
He's like, first he was hella serious. And then, like some guy who's working for him went to go. He's like, they asked him something about an iPod, and he went to go get his iPod. George Bush was like, "You my iPod, dude." He said, "Dude, that's pretty funny."
Oh.
He has the Beatles, I guess. He has some country music.
Some Tupac.
Don't have Green
I think
Day.
he does have some Tupac.
He probably has some Pac, yeah.
He's got Aretha Franklin.
Oh.
Surprise, surprise.
I don't think he have Green Day though.
I don't
Maybe. American Idiot.
George Bush and iPods.
But you know, I forgot who told me this, but a while back, I think iPods came out at the right time. Feel me? It was with the whole. Like, it started with, like, ugly, hecka hard to use type of things, and then iPod came out. And then I think it really got big after the second generation. And then ever since the third, fourth, it's like, iPod is sick. Fifth, everybody has one. Now, if you go on MySpace, people be like, iPods. Bro, don't do that. Feel me?
If you guys look at the screen, that's an iPod right there.
That is an iPod.
Well, that is an iPod.
That's
an
the
iPod.
Not the
60
headphones,
gig
but
video
the-
one.
No,
Right?
the headphones are separate.
The black. The
So
slick
one
black
question I have. Okay, me and Pete, we don't have iPods. All right, Maria and Pat.
Why you
Maria and Pat got iPods. So I mean, I'm on the bus all the time. I got my CD player with me.
On the other
He's gonna
side.
flash it up right quick.
Oh wait, let me
This
get
side.
this.
How do you lose something so big?
Right?
So clunky.
Okay, so I have this CD player. This CD player has been to hell and back like at least 4 times. It's still functioning well.
Give me.
You can throw it, break. One time I took this CD player and I threw it as hard as I could against the wall like a frisbee, like this. And it still works. You know, today I was playing soccer with it. You know, it still works. It always works well.
It's multi-purpose.
Multi-purpose. But one thing like about the whole CD player thing is I feel kind of left out. Everybody has these little white cords coming out of their pockets, and I got these big headphones, and I'm just like.
Oh, Maria has big headphones too.
She does. She has some big headphones.
Hello?
I actually don't have the white wires.
You fine?
I have a wireless setup.
Okay, so to the wireless setup, I mean, there's a lot of accessories for these iPods.
Lots of them.
Oh my god.
One thing, yeah, there's like I mean, you could have like they have iPod laser pointers. And
I have the
iPod
laser pointer,
You do?
flashlight. Yeah.
You have the iPod laser pointer?
Yeah.
You bought it?
You know, I don't know if I know I brought the flashlight. I don't know if I brought the laser pointer.
Hey, man, because my brother, he used to have iPod, but then someone was tripping and...
Yeah, I left my laser pointer at home.
They got different cases. They got different style. They got different.
Man,
iPod
look at that.
everything.
Flashlight to
Flashlight.
screen.
There you go. It's flashing.
You guys see that? Can you guys see that? You guys see that at home?
Man.
It's my iPod. I'm blinding you.
Oh, does that work?
They even
Lost
sell.
suits.
It's a
They
light,
even
yeah.
sell
It works in the dark.
iPods They even sell iPods at vending machines in airports. Well, I read a really funny article about iPods. It's called jack sharing. And it's like, I don't know, I thought it was the weirdest thing I've ever heard of. But I guess like when you're walking down the street, you have your pod. Well, let me see your pod, Maria. You have your iPod. And
Pod.
so you're walking past, like say you're on your daily walk or whatever, and you see some guy, maybe you see him all the time with his, you know, his white cords coming out of his pocket, and like you take out, like you kind of make eye contact with him and you give him like a little nod, like what's up, Mr. iPod, you know, like. But so like when you do that, you kind of like look at their jack, and most of the time you don't even exchange words. You walk up, you have your little cord, you unplug yours, and you kind of eye their jack, and you plug your jack into their jack, and they plug their jack into your jack, and and you listen to each other's music, and like I guess it's kind of a what's that called when you meet people?
Like an icebreaker?
Not an icebreaker. It's like what is that called? I guess like
An introduction.
No, I don't know. I can't think. I'll think of the word. But it's like a way. It's a way like you meet people but you don't even talk to them. Like you just listen to their music. I guess it's a way to learn about new music. Maybe like say you only listen to like techno. You never ever listen to like rap. Maybe some guy has rap. You plug it in. You hear a song. You're like, oh, that's cool. And then you start listening to that music. And if someone came up to me and tried to jack my iPod, I just think that they were trying to jack my iPod in a different way. So I'd totally like punch him or something.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
This guy who did that articles, it actually was like, it's like a year old, so it may not be as relevant now today. But it's like in small towns and like.
Oh, small towns. Yeah, I've never seen that in the city.
Campuses and stuff like that. So I mean, and he said he tried it in New York to a couple different people, and they just like gave him dirty looks and walked away. One guy like pushed him, and I mean, I could imagine.
That's crazy.
Someone did that out here. It's like that's okay. Another thing that we could talk about now that we said that. Is how much like crime happens because of iPods. Lots of stolen iPods out there. This is not a stolen iPod.
It better not be.
I hope. But yeah, everybody steals their jacket. People, I've heard of people getting robbed by guns. You know,
they stand out. I mean, you're listening to your iPod and it's like those white cords sticking out. You pretty much know it's an iPod for the most part.
Now I know this one story where. It's not even like where you're at in Frisco. It's like when you get an iPod, oh, is it first generation or second generation? And they'd be like fifth. And it's not about like generation of iPod, it's generation of stole. Like I seen people got an iPod from a dude who stole an iPod from this other dude who stole the iPod from the store.
So it's fifth generation like that?
It's like fifth generation.
You keep track of
stolen.
that?
I mean, you don't keep track.
Hey, did you steal this before I take it from you? Did you steal it from someone else?
What generation iPod is this?
Generation
16th? Wow.
Yeah,
that's awkward. I don't see how that works. How, like, if you're stealing it from someone, how do you know it's stolen? Like, do they tell you it's stolen before you take it? You know what I'm saying?
No, it's